All right, if that don't get you in the mood, I don't know what will, right? That song like makes me want to break something, you know, just like tear some shit up. All right, to counter punch by USA, US. Look, I'm gonna be clear up front, so you can click off the video, probably right about now. I'm going to ride with Deontay Wilder. He's the American champ. I know this is boxing. It's a global sport, whatever. But look, it's time the Americans get behind the American heavyweight. Look, I make an exception in the heavyweight division to support the American heavyweight. Now, probably thinking, oh, it's like the biggest Gennady Golovkin nut hugger on planet Earth, right? Talking about USA, USA. But by the way, Golovkin lives in USA, so technically, you know, whatever. But, you know, we're splitting hairs, people. Let's get down to it. So, look, today I want to talk about just the overall fight. I'm excited to talk. I mean, I was at work all day. Couldn't wait to get home to talk about it. I'm going to go watch the fight tonight at a theater, at a movie theater, like on a big-ass giant screen. So, and I'm probably going to put up a couple of videos tonight from the theater, right? You know, just me walking around, you know, whatever. You guys can just kind of ride along with me tonight. Nothing special, but the video today is going to be a bunch of babbling, random thoughts. What do I think about the fight? I mean, there is so much to cover. You know, I don't even really know where to begin. So, but you know what? First, I want to talk about the media coverage, right? I mean, this fight had an insane, a crazy amount of media coverage. Like when I'm at home watching Showtime or just cable in general, it's like every damn night I see a commercial for the fight. You know, there's billboards in Houston. Like you're driving down the road, they got these giant billboards. Like the movie theaters have like these big cardboard cutouts, and I mean everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I mean, they have just done a fantastic freaking job at advertising the fight, and I've never seen it done like this. I mean, me personally, you know, so and to me, it kind of shows the importance of the fight, because look, the heavyweight division, you know, it's ultimately the glamour division. You know, it's just, you know, it's just how it is in boxing. The heavyweight division is, you know, the end-all be-all, right? Who's the heavyweight champ? I mean, we all talk about Tyson and look at Muhammad Ali, you know, all these greats, right? You know, so I guess we're searching for that next, you know, great heavyweight champion. So, you know, but look, I don't know, let me just start here. I mean, I have so much I want to talk about. Deontay Wilder, remember home dude, he's talking about he wants a body. Like, he's like, I want a body on my record. Yeah, I want a body on my record. You know, I'm sitting there thinking like, a body, like what is a body? You know, like, you know, he wants like somebody that died. Now, he was on the Breakfast Club, you know, the morning show. I think it's out of LA, wherever the hell it is. And they asked him, they're like, you know, what do you mean by that? You know, you want a body? Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you know, yeah, I want to kill someone in the ring. I mean, crazy to me. I lost a lot of respect for Deontay Wilder when he said that, because look, at the end of the day, you know, you want everyone to get home safe to their family, even in the biggest rivalries in boxing. You know, I don't like that kind of talk. So, you know, I have a hard time. Like, I've been thinking about it all day today. Like, how do I support a guy that talks that kind of nonsense? You know, like, I don't know. I'm having a tough time with it. But then, you know, I guess his PR team, you know, told him he better clean that up. And what he said was, by the way, you're looking at Tyson Fury right there. I'm going to talk about this in a minute, just the incredible transformation. But he said, look, I have an alter ego. You know, an alter ego. I go into the Bronze Bomber and, you know, basically he wants a body. You know, Deontay Wilder isn't like that. So I guess that's how they tried to clean that statement up. You know, so I, like I said, did not like that at all. Now, Tyson Fury, talking about him, look, you guys know the backstory. I was going to put, you know, videos and pictures and blah, blah, but you know. Okay, you know, he beats Klitschko, right? You know, goes off on a crazy cocaine binge, you know, suicidal, blowing through money, you know, cheating on his wife, doing all this, just partying like, you know, he's like some crazy out-of-control college kid, right? You know, balloons up to like 400 pounds, you know, and decides he's going to make a comeback, and he did, you know. So now, to me, it's his way out of the fight. If he loses, I mean, you know, who you got to ask yourself, who stands more to lose in the fight, Deontay Wilder or Fury? Okay, of course, Deontay Wilder, right? Because he, you know, he's on he wants to prove right now He's the best, and he can beat Anthony Joshua. You know, he's one of the greatest. He wants to go down in the Hall of Fame as one of the greatest. You know the whole backstory. But with Tyson Fury, to me, really the fight was outside of the ring. So that kind of tells me right there that he's probably going to lose. Okay, now, you know, and I'll go ahead and give you my prediction now so you don't have to wait. I believe Deontay Wilder is going to knock him out. Or maybe a TKO, like a late round TKO. That's what I honestly think. You know, I think it's either going to be that or a boring decision. You know, we might have another Klitschko Tyson Fury situation where it's a boring decision where both guys are just they're playing it way too safe. But I don't think that's going to happen because we know Deontay Wilder, he takes chances, and that's what I like about Deontay Wilder. He takes chances. Okay, so I do like that. So you know, we'll see. And he, as you see here, you know, he's got that devastating right hand. I mean, you basically have a boxer versus a puncher, you know, and a very unorthodox boxer versus a very unorthodox puncher, meaning, you know, Tyson Fury being a heavyweight moves like, you know, I don't know, maybe like a light heavyweight, right? You know, the guy's huge, right? For his size, he moves like a much smaller fighter, and to where Deontay Wilder, he's completely unpredictable because I don't even think Deontay Wilder knows what he's going to do until he does it. You know, you have other boxers, you know, take a Roman Gonzalez, for example. You know, I just watched like Superfly 3 last night, you know, great fights. I actually need to watch the final one. I only watched 2 out of 3. But, you know, I was looking at that. These guys were like, you know, setting traps, and they were walking each other into things and, you know, working the body, like all, you know, it was just like this tactical fight, you know. So I don't think Deontay Wilder has that mindset. I think he just does whatever comes natural at that time, you know, at that time. He's like, you know, he fights on instinct, right? To where Tyson Fury, I think he's going to come in with more of a plan. You know, that long ass jab, he's going to fight tall, you know. This is like the first time I think Deontay Wilder has ever been in with someone, you know, much bigger than him. You know, so I think he's going to fight tall, behind the jab, a lot of movement, that kind of thing. But then I thought, you know, look at the body. You know, look at that body. It's great. You know, it's great that that Tyson Fury's lost all that weight, but you know, he's still real kind of flabby in that midsection. You know, so I'm kind of thinking like, you know, can he handle a body shot? And you know, and Deontay Wilder, he's basically a headhunter. He wants to knock you out, you know, punch you in the face, knock you out, right? So I'm wondering, you know, maybe they might work the body, you know, and if they do, you know, it's hello, good night, thank you for coming, people. Hope you enjoyed the show. If he goes to the body, okay, and they would be smart to go to the body, but I just don't know if Wilder can pull that off or not. You know, really don't know. Like I said, he lost a ton of weight, and you know, sure, he and I know people are probably thinking like, oh, you know, he looks great, you know, he's in shape. Yeah, he is, but you know, he was like grabbing his gut and all that. There's like 2 days ago, he was, you know, grabbing his gut, shaking his gut still. So you know, it's still there, like all that loose skin and all that. So there's not a whole lot of muscle to protect, you know, from those body shots. So, you know, I think that might be a huge factor. And also, you know, look at the last couple of fights. I mean, who looked better, right? If you take, you know, they say you're only as good as your last fight. So you take, you know, Deontay Wilder and what's his name? Luis Ortiz, right? You know, and then you could probably argue, and here's the crazy thing about the fight, you can argue so many different points, but, you know, like, oh, he almost got knocked out, but he came back, you know, sure. I mean, I read you loud and clear, but then you could say, well, Tyson Fury, you know, oh, he just lost all his weight, you know, he's coming, you know, doing a comeback fights, he didn't look all that great, but there's a reason why it was a comeback fight, a tune-up fight, you know, so it's almost like this tit for tat. Like anything you say about Wilder, you know, a Fury fan can come back. Anything you say about Fury and a Deontay Wilder fan can come back. So it's just like you can just go back and forth like a game of tennis all night long. And I've done it. You know, I've like debated with people, and there really isn't a strong argument, like a rock solid argument for either guy to win. You know, because like I told you, I think Deontay Wilder is going to stop him. I think he's going to time him. Is what I think is going to happen. I think Deontay Wilder is simply going to time him, and he's going to catch him with that big right hand. And like I said, we might even see a body shot. It might be to the body. I don't know yet. Or a body shot might set up the headshot. And remember me telling you this. The body shot might set up the headshot. You know, maybe a long jab to the body, uppercut, right, you know, right hook, something like that. Or maybe a left hook, you know, a left hook maybe to the shoulder with the straight right hand kind of thing. But I think he's gonna target that body to set up something big, and that's how I think it's gonna end. And we'll see if I'm right. That's just what I think. And you know, I can almost like visualize it in my head, you know, and this damn mask that Deontay Wilder has been walking around wearing. What the hell, dude? This is not like Game of Thrones or something like, you know, what was that show? Like Spartans or 300 or what the hell ever. Like, take that shit off. It's ridiculous. Like, I get it. You know, you're trying to sell the fight. You're trying to hype it up, get into character, become Bronze Bomber. Okay, but like, he was like backstage, like doing interviews, like little YouTube channels with this damn mask on, and it's kind of weird. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's kind of weird. You know, I think he needs to lose the match. Maybe during the ring walk. Okay, you want that intimidation factor. Okay, keep the damn mask. But you know, when you're in a tent and you're talking to, you know, boxing blah blah from YouTube, take the damn mask off, right? So, but yeah, I'm probably gonna leave it at that. I mean, like I said, I was gonna put together this big epic video with music in the background and video footage, and I said, no, forget that. You know, it's been done. Like the talking is over, right? I almost didn't even make the video because everything has been said, every video has been made. It's time to fight. It's my favorite part of all of this. You know, my favorite part of this whole thing is actually watching the fights, you know. So, I mean, I feel like it's my birthday, you know, and I'm very excited. So I'll be at the theater tonight from 8 to midnight, though, so it's going to be like a 4-hour thing. So I probably won't be back on YouTube till pretty late. Although, like I said, I'm going to post just a couple of quick videos of the movie theater, that kind of thing, you know, just to give you guys a look at where I'm at tonight. So, but other than that, no, Deontay Wilder, I'm going to say a late round stoppage.